Let's get now to this developing story with the war in Iran. President Donald Trump has announced a 2-week ceasefire agreement has been reached, contingent on Iran reopening the Strait of Hormuz, that critical shipping route, the closure of which has had major economic impacts. And this all comes after some really heavy tweets from the president, posts on Truth Social, threatening violence against the nation. Here's the latest from Alice Barr in Washington.
Hi there. In a new post, President Trump called this a big day for world peace, though questions remain. And as the two sides look toward potential in-person talks in Pakistan Friday, President Trump said the U.S. would be hanging around to make sure everything goes well. This morning, a pause in the fighting after President Trump announced a 2-week ceasefire with Iran to negotiate a permanent end to the war. The president saying the ceasefire is subject to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. Adding in a new post, the U.S. would help ease the traffic buildup in the strait, and big money will be made. Iran's top diplomat posting that safe passage through that vital energy route will be possible, but will require coordination with Iran's armed forces. The announcement came just 90 minutes before a deadline when President Trump had declared, quote, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again if Iran failed to reach a deal. On Monday, he threatened to destroy all of Iran's bridges and power plants.
Burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition.
The president's harsh rhetoric drawing widespread condemnation from Democrats and calls for his impeachment or removal. Even some Republicans voiced concerns.
I do not want to see us start blowing up civilian infrastructure. We are not at war with the Iranian people. We are trying to liberate them.
While the White House is now declaring victory in the ceasefire, so too is Iran. Its peace plan that President Trump called a workable basis for negotiations includes seeking the withdrawal of U.S. combat forces from all bases in the Middle East and continued controlled passage through the Strait of Hormuz.
Donald Trump took a military action that has apparently, at least for the time being, given Iran control over a critical waterway that they did not have control over before the war began.
Looming questions amid hopes for peace. The Israeli Prime Minister's office said it supports President Trump's ceasefire decision, but said the deal does not apply to Lebanon, where Israeli forces are battling with Iran-backed Hezbollah militants. Iran is demanding an end to fighting there as part of any final peace deal. In Washington, I'm Alice Barr. Back to you.